Hi guys, happy Pride!
Hey guys!
So it's the beginning of June and it marks LGBT Pride Month, and it's been a great year for us. We've got marriage equality in a lot of states and marriage equality today in Wisconsin.
Congratulations, Wisconsin!
We are so excited to have the 20th state to adopt marriage
20.
equality.
It's insane!
One more state and we'll be legal to drink.
Yeah.
It is our first Pride to go with Logan. He's never been to any gay pride festivals or parades, and actually me and Michael have not been for a long time, so it'll be really fun. And that's where our Ask a Gay Family question comes in. So for the LeFews, you guys have been to Pride with your kids, so we are wondering, was there anything that you said to your kids to prepare them for Pride? I know that there's a lot of positive stuff, but there may also be some more questionable content going to Pride, so was there anything that you said to your kids to prepare them?
Okay, taking your kids to Pride is obviously, you know, it can be a lot of fun. But if you don't prepare your kids for Pride, it can be a little bit shocking because not everybody has the same values you may have as a parent. So me and Brian have taken our kids to Pride probably
5 times?
If not more, huh?
Yeah.
Probably at least 5 times. And, you know, when you take your kids to Pride, you just need to get them ready and kind of educate them on what they could possibly see there. Because as you guys know, 90% of any Pride parade is positive. It's families, it's organizations, it's groups, it's churches, you know.
It's a lot of people that are gonna look different. And one of the first things that kids do when they see someone that looks different is point and call it out really loud. Look at that! Who's that fat person? You're like, shut up!
You know, the cool thing about Pride is we all have different morals and values as individuals and as people, and we need to make sure that our kids understand that the world is a very big, complicated place, and that not everybody sees the world or experiences it the same way we do. And me and Brian believe as parents that we need to educate our kids and we need to teach them the different ways that people maybe express themselves in the world. One thing we do not do is try to isolate them and try to put blindfolders over their eyes. So we hope that whatever they see or experience, they're willing to come talk to us as parents and educate them on why people may be behaving in a certain way or acting a certain way. Anything you guys have ever seen at Pride that really bothered you, that you didn't care for so much?
I once seen a guy in very tight leather pants.
Yeah.
It was like tight. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like
Was he making squeaky sounds when he walked?
I'm pretty sure he did. There was so many of them.
Anything in Pride that bothered you at all?
The guy was naked.
There was a couple naked people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a lot of...
Gardening!
Huh? You get naked people. And one of the things actually it bothered me at last year's Pride is, you know, they tend to put all the family groups together. And I'm not sure why certain individuals feel the need to walk around the family groups butt naked. I mean, it's like, obviously there's tons of kids in groups that are not necessarily nude or into the nude thing. So I just, you know, there are people who go to Pride that want attention, and whether it's negative or positive. So you just have to kind of get your kids prepared for that. And if that does come your way, just educate them on how foolish some people
And by educate them, we need to be very specific in that we tell people that's the human body. It's not a big deal. You know, you don't need to point and giggle because we've all got parts and they're just parts and it's not such a big deal.
I'm a grown man and I pointed and giggled at quite a few naked people.
I know we do that in our head, but, you know, we just, the bigger a deal you make out of it, the more, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? The more exciting or scary it'll be. If it's just like, and then people move on and they go do their thing. So
the only thing that I've ever had a problem with, like me and Brian have tried to censor our kids at Pride, is some of the S&M stuff, some of the abusive stuff, because me as an individual in general don't think that kids are prepared to understand exactly why 2 grown men would do something like that. So every once in a while in San Francisco there's or you know, to whoever. So when that part of the parade flows by, we tend to do the redirection of their attention.
Look, kids, it's time to go use the bathroom.
Hey, Daniel, turn around and look at that wall and don't move.
But I don't want to look at the wall. Turn around, okay?
Okay, so that's all a big setup. I mean, but most of us who have been to Pride know that with those passing little bits are also millions and millions and millions of people with strollers and babies and family groups
Which for
and
some
businesses.
reason never end up in the actually pictures of Pride or the videos of Pride that you see on the news stations. It's never the families or the community groups. It's usually, love them, drag queens or leather guys or butt naked people. It's always the people who get the most attention. And I think that's actually kind of sad because if you've never been to a Pride, you really don't know how much community and family is there.
Well, it really is. It's everybody. It's all stripes of the rainbow. So you
Okay.
kind of go
Well, it's
there
not that
expecting
much.
that.
So let's get over the boring question. Now we have to get on to the really important question. Take it away, Logan.
So Logan, was there any questions you had about going to your first Pride?
Yes. What are kids supposed to do at Pride?
So Logan's biggest concern for going to Pride is there anything for kids to do, or is he gonna be bored? I don't think he'll be very bored, but I guess we'll hear from Daniel and Selena.
Well, sometimes there are booths where they'll hand out stickers or pins that you can wear.
There are a lot of stickers for you, so if you're into stickers, you're going to get a lot of them.
There's also a booth where you can get outfits, like scarves,
Yeah.
boas.
Oh yeah, and they have like little lighty swords, like swords that light up in different colors. And one year I got
So lots of gadgets.
yeah, there's a lot of cool gadgets. And one time I got a rainbow squid hat.
Yeah, which I hated. I hated that.
So these kids are so full of baloney, Logan.
Yeah.
Just so you know, it's a parade. There's
Yeah.
going to be all kinds of awesome things to see, and people are usually throwing things into the crowd. So there will
this
be
question was for us.
there will be beads.
hello.
and
Can we not
candy.
focus on our kids? It's for them.
Hey.
The question. Logan didn't ask you
Yes,
what
Yeah.
there is to do.
But they were full of baloney.
So you guys, we usually march, right?
Right.
And
yeah.
so when we march, what are some of the cool things that you guys can do?
I usually collect all the pamphlets.
And the stickers.
Yeah.
And you actually, Logan, I think you and your dads may be marching with us with the Sheriff's Department this year, which would be pretty cool. And hopefully you'll be able to hand out some Sheriff Star stickers, which would be kind of cool.
And necklaces.
Yeah, necklaces and candy.
Throw them out there, just don't hit
Oh, yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and then I know in San Francisco they have a big park at the end of the parade where the celebration is.
That part,
Yeah.
Golden Gate, right?
No, it's right by City Hall, and you guys spend a lot of. It's a park that's been separated for families, and so only people with kids can go into it, which is kind of cool. It's gated, so the kids get to play in there and play with other kids from LGBT families, which I thought was kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a little bit old for that these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys looking forward to Pride this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Be fun.
Mhm.
So any other suggestions for Logan? Because I know he's going to the LA Pride, I think tomorrow.
Have your dads take their dollars because there's all kinds of rainbow covered kit and swag you're going to want to buy when it goes rolling down the street.
Yeah.
Okay, and as you may wonder why we're sitting in this very empty purple room. Why are we in this room, Selena? What did we do this weekend?
Because I got a new carpet.
Purple carpet to match your purple walls.
So everything is moved out, so be quiet. So everything was moved out because we had to take out the old one, the one that Daniel stayed, and then a new one.
Okay,
I
so
did
we get to spend the rest of our day putting Selena's room back together because
Yep.
it's been completely emptied out.
Yep.
And I wish I was going to LA Pride this weekend, but
Yep.
we will be stuck here doing manual labor. And I think Selena's going to argue with us about where to stick her bed, but
That bed goes there.
it's going to go over here.
No, it's not. It's gonna
No.
go over there. Anyway, it will go
I
there.
paid for the carpet. I'm deciding where the bed goes.
It's my room. I decide where the bed
It's the Battle of the Divas, you two. Happy Pride Month.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
And I believe that our love found its way through the current as the way